Om Shanti. So today's topic is suffering to self-enlightenment. So suffering in today's world, we can say it's universal. Hmm? We can see pain more than the virtues and values as like a love, bliss, right? Ultimate goal for each one of us is to experience those virtues, right? So we can say the definition for suffering is when we are deviated from our true nature, who we are, and what is my true nature. When I am not experiencing that, then it's a suffering, right? For an example, if it's in the body, there is percentage of each 5 elements. If they are not in balance, then there is disease, right? So suffering comes from balance to chaos. That's what the suffering, root of the suffering. So today, through this session, we will learn, instead of saying, why is this happening to me, or why they are doing this to me, we will respond to that situations or person, that what is it teaching me? What is it awaken? What virtues that I need to face this situation, face this suffering, right? So that's really ultimate journey of suffering to self-enlightenment, right? So if we can see person to person, the definition for suffering is different. If we can say there is a death of a young child in the family, mother would have a different response and father would have a different response. So for both of them, the suffering is different for even the same situation. Why? Is it because the inner strength is different for each one of us? So today we will learn and know what is inner strength and how can I increase it so I can face the situations and suffering. I can cope up with easily. I can withstand it, have a stable, peaceful mind, even though while facing those situations that could give me suffering, right? If we can see, there are 3 generations. If I see my grandmother, I remember my childhood, they worked very hard. If they wanted to make the roti, they have to grind the grains between 2 big stones. It's so much hard work, so much patience, so much strength required, right? But they were so content. There was no technology, there's no television, no phone, there is no comparison. By the sunset, everyone go to sleep, so peaceful, right? Life was, they were happy, yeah? While the generation of our parents, we can say, the technology has entered in the life. They were content. There was very little suffering. Like they were physically strong, emotionally strong, I would say. They were connected with their true self. They knew God. They did, we say, bhakti, right? Devotional life they lived. While after that generation, the technology entered in the life. There is television now, there is telephone, there is easier way of to grind the grains, right? It's so easy. Just turn on the switch and it's done, right? So if we say because of the technology, communication is easier now, still life wasn't that chaotic, right? So we're less suffering. Healthcare were there, medicines were there, right? But if we can see today's generation, they have constantly on phone, social media, comparing their life with something, someone's life which is many times edited, 100 times edited pictures, or their vacations, their body, their physical look, anything, right? And today's children comparing their real life with that fake one, and very much dissatisfied. And those are the emotional suffering causing depression in today's generation, right? So all this suffering is different for different generation, for different person. It's all changes as the time goes by. They have their own curriculum, what to experience and what to learn through the life, through the suffering in their life, right? If we can see the 4 dimension of the suffering, the first one is physical suffering, which we can see and which is most visible, right? So as we can say, human being, human means the body which made of 5 elements, and being is the soul, the energy, the consciousness. Now we know so much. We have a knowledge of how to keep body healthy. We know that. We have knowledge of diet, exercise, right? All those things we know and keep body healthy. But we are doing reverse. Instead of going inside out, taking care of that being part would take care of the body automatically, right? But what we do, taking care of the body, but being has been ignored. The consciousness has been ignored. We totally disconnected from our true self, right? So that's very important part. For an example, there was an example of Anita Murjani, who had a lymph cancer, right? And when she expressed that fear, disapproval, not loving herself caused the cancer. So that's really taking care of the being, right? But at the end, she got the self-enlightenment that as a soul, when she saw the clarity of not loving herself, coming out of that fear, any type of fear, cure the cancer. So working inside out is real way of bringing the balance, healing the suffering, right? Second one is emotional. So as we just shared that we need approval from others. Any disapproval can cause the emotional suffering. We want respect from others, right? We are expecting all this from others, thinking that that will bring my suffering to healing. Yeah, but that's not the way. We will learn the method. How can we heal? And that's not from outside. The third one is social suffering. As a human being, we are a social animal. We interact with others, each others, but we expect, right? We want acceptance from others. We want, again, the respect from others. And so comparison, criticism, all that comes in the picture. And so the social suffering starts. And the last one, the deepest one, is spiritual suffering. And that's very deep. We don't know who we are. We don't know what is my purpose of being here, right? We are really looking for all these answers, but we don't know where to look for. Anytime the suffering comes, what we do, point outside. Because of the situations, because of him, because of that person, because of my parents, because of my children, because of my boss, like so many places, people, we point outside. And so what we look for the solutions or healing outside. If there is a health problem, we go to doctor. If there is social suffering, we go to friends, family. If there is emotional one, we go to counselor, right? Psychologist. If there is spiritual one, we go to the spiritual guru. All those were, thinking that they will bring me the solution. Yes, of course they will give me the guidance. They will give me the direction, instructions, right? But to follow that, I need a power. I need inner strength. And where do I get that from? Because we are disconnected from ourselves. We are pointing everything outside. And so we think they will resolve my suffering. They will heal my suffering. They will have a solution for me. Yes, they would guide me. They would help me. They would hold our hand, show us the path. But that path, I have to walk. That transformation, I have to do it. Right? So, how can I do that? How can I have that inner strength to have that transformation, to have that journey, suffering to self enlightenment? What I really most importantly I need is divine intervention. To know who am I. It's very important. And so we can see the first method that we can really use is Raj Yoga meditation. The first lesson in Raj Yoga meditation, what we learn is who am I? I'm not this body. I'm not this profession. I'm not this role that I'm playing, mother, daughter-in-law, whatever is the many role we are playing, but that's not who I am. My true identity is I am a soul. I am an energy, a consciousness, and I came built in with 7 virtues that within me. Peace, power, love, bliss, knowledge, happiness, all these are built in with me. Like if you will go and buy some computer, there is many data and softwares are already built in, right? But if I don't know how to use it, I'm not able to access it, and I'm not able to, use it fully, 100%. And so because I don't know myself, all that built in data, the qualities, the virtues came, I'm not aware of it. And so I'm not able to use it. What I do instead, I'm looking outside. I'm missing love. And so I feel the person in front of me, my husband, my children, they will give me love. That's a wrong place to look, is it? Because they don't have it either. And so they will be, it change into the vices really, because it goes from unlimited form to a limited version of the virtue. That limited one is the disoriented virtue, which we can say vices. For an example, if we can say love from God is unlimited, unconditional. Yes, mother's love for children is also very pure, but it's really is attachment. It's really comes with a package of fear, controlling, that I wanted to do my son or my child, I wanted to have this educations, I wanted to have them behave certain way, like very respectful, this, that, all that package come with that vices. We are thinking we love them, but that love turned into the vices, we don't even know it. So it's really soul consciousness is the pure virtues. And when it's body consciousness in the role, when we come, it becomes limited. And that becomes the vices. Right? So each virtue, we can say 7 virtues that we have, but instead of looking inward, we are looking outside. We are missing them because we don't know that inbuilt data, what it came with the soul. And so we are looking for it outside. So example, knowledge. I know a lot. What happens? I know that term turns into ego, and that's vices. Instead of a wisdom, it turns into a vices, a ego, and which is the root cause of suffering. Right? He did not respect me. He did not accept me, or she did not accept me. They did not behave the way I want them to behave with me. And that's the root cause of suffering, right? Peace. I am so peaceful. Hmm? I'm always peaceful. Some chaotic situation comes, and because I am not able to maintain that peace, I get angry. Right? So that virtue turns into the vices, and that vices are the root cause of suffering. So if I, like each virtues, if we can say, purity, that's a desire that turns into the greed. I want more, right? Bliss, that turns into the, you want that pleasure experience, but you becoming dependent on it, that pleasant experience, right? That you want more, but that's very temporary, right? While soul conscious, as a soul conscious, those virtues are within me. If I connect to myself, my true nature, I'm not going to look for stuff outside. I'm not going to look for those virtues outside. And so it would be just the virtues. And so it would end the suffering. And so it would heal. Either it could be physical suffering, financial suffering, relationship, there is suffering in relationship, any kind of suffering, it would heal if I turn inward to my true self. And those 7 virtues are inbuilt, right? So knowledge, bliss, purity, love. Love would turn into also hate or peacelessness, or like so many other packages comes when we are not turning inward. We have everything within what I needed. God has made us a package that what I need in the life, it's everything. I have it. I need to love myself. I need to connect with myself. And then, yes, the second lesson that we learn in Raj Yoga meditation is Supreme Soul. Who is God? Who is the higher consciousness? And when we connect with Him rather than anyone around us, He fills us. He actually shows us the mirror that you are same as me. He is also point of light. There is no body, right? He is also point of light, but He's ocean of all the virtues. So when I connect with Him, reminds me myself, my true nature, my all 7 virtues, right? If you can see in the past, like there was a families lived in the clusters. You can see all the 6 brothers, all the 6 wives, all the children lived together, right? They use their virtues every day with them, and they lived in harmony. There was some disagreements, of course, but they still lived together. When we lived in a cluster, like so many families together in one house, we are using our virtues. We are peaceful. We are using love. And so when we use love, we have power of cooperations between. It's develops. It's like if I use virtues, the whole package come with it. If I use peace, it's automatically I'm cooperating with everyone, right? My power of tolerance will increase. So all these virtues and powers they increase when I use them. I have to keep using them to increase those, to make it my natural nature, right? One time when I use peace, it may be hard because my nature was getting angry. That's my old sanskars, my old conditioning. It will take a little bit of effort first time. Second time, less. Third time will be kind of automatic. And fourth time, I don't even have to think of it. That will be my response, that I'll be peaceful. It doesn't matter what situations are in front of me, what happens, what people are behaving with me. Still, I will be able to be peaceful, right? So it's all about connecting with my true self, finding that virtues and values that I came in this world with a package. Each one of us has it, right? And If you go further in the Raj Yoga meditation, so second one is Supreme Soul, connection with Him. That's we learn it, a meditation. We will do it at the end for a few minutes, right? The third one, I would say it's very interesting, is the lesson of karma. It would answer my all the questions, why this is happening with me, why they are behaving with me. Everything ends, and I'm able to make a full stop. I put the full stop, and I'm able to do meditation. Because anything and everything happening with me is I am responsible for it. No one else but I am responsible it. Right? How it is really affects, if we can say, any trauma, any resentment, anything that we are holding up within our, like it makes an imprint in the soul, and that's what it's really reflects on the body. Yeah. So the person who got the cancer, she said she lived in a fear. Her mother had a cancer and she didn't want it a cancer. She don't want it. She don't want it. She don't want it. She had all the vitamins, all the diet that could be considered help her cancer, right? But what she got, because she was so fearful not getting it, she got it. Right? So it's really comes from our any suffering that comes from our vices, any trauma that we are holding up. Like for an example, it's a true story, as a gentleman who got into the car accident, and in that accident he lost the brother. Right now he lived with the guilt for many years, that because of me I lost my brother. Right? Accident happened at 3:30 at night time, and every day 3:30 he wakes up with sweating. All his clothes are drenched water, like sweat. He wakes up and then he changes the clothes and then he go to sleep again. The time of the accident, every night he wakes up. That's the trauma that he's carrying within, right? It needs healing. It needs to forget. It needs to forgive himself, right? And so it took him 3 years to come out of that guilt, that trauma. And while that 3 years, he developed blood pressure. He developed all those diseases because our body cannot take those trauma for a long time. And so that's why today's world we can see heart diseases, all that are increasing. It's because of the anxiety and trauma that we carry. We really need to learn how to let it go, make ourselves free of suffering. And Raj Yoga meditation would help us. It would enlighten us that who we are, what we really have within ourselves, to use it to improve our life, our relationships, right? So karma lesson is very important and very interesting. It's like anything and everything happens is because of our own actions, right? So then now we are not blaming anyone. For an example, as a soul, we are very powerful. But when we come in the body, we forget our powers, right? And so these situations and suffering is really designed in our life to bring us that enlightenment in our life. So we have two ways when suffering comes. We either go in a depression or we go into the enlightenment. It's really our choice, which move we make. Yeah, because every suffering, if you can see a cloud, dark cloud has a silver lines or golden lines around it, right? So that's like a representing that every suffering has some kind of enlightenment. It reminds us that which virtue have I forgotten that I have to use it for this situation. If I'm aware of it, I'm not a part of the problem, but I'm a part of the solution. Like my energy won't used up into those regretting and guilt, and because whatever happened, it happened. We're not going to be able to change it. And that's our fourth lesson. One of the lesson in Raj Yoga meditation is called drama cycle. World drama cycle, and which we learn, it's very interesting as well, that it's in the four part, and how peaceful we were when we were using all those virtues. And the time comes, like in devotional also we learn that Kali Yuga and all those cycles, so that we really learn in detail in those class. And so we, come in the light that who we are, where are we standing, where are we going, and it really brings up all the knowledge of the whole cycle. Yeah. So that's also a part of the Raj Yoga meditation. So all these, techniques and methods we can use. Once the situation suffering comes, I just need to be aware, right? Who am I? Those situations could bring me the emotionals, the feelings, right? All those like feelings, emotions, change my attitude, change my thought process, and change my actions. If I am not aware, if I'm ignored of my true self, if I am not using my virtues, vices are so automatic, is because we have been using it since a long time. That's automatic. It's been like our response and reactions are, we've been doing it since long time. So it's just need little effort to connect with my true self and use those virtues and change my response to those situations from suffering to self-enlightenment. Yes. So now we'll do meditation for a few minutes. If you have any question, you can ask at the end. Yeah. Sit comfortably. Both feet on the ground. Relax your shoulders. Bring your attention inward. Breathe in peace. Breathe out any tension. Relax your body. Bring your whole attention in your forehead, right behind your eyes. I am a soul, a pure energy, a consciousness. who radiates God's love around us. Embodiment of purity. I am a peaceful being. Bliss is my natural nature. My true nature is love. Think of any situations in the past. Just be an observer. What virtues that I can use that would have resolved it very easily. Was it love? Was it patience? Was it knowledge of my true self? Was it purity? What power I was missing? Should I have more cooperative? Should I have looked with a clear mind? I don't identify myself with those mistakes. Neither those sufferings. I am a pure being, loving, peaceful. Now I see myself in front of Supreme Soul. Who is ocean of love. Ocean of purity. Bliss. I am aware, awakened, enlightened. I have realized suffering is a door for enlightenment. It gives me an opportunity to transform myself. The person who misbehaved with me is my best friend. Brings me closer to my true self. Situations brings me the lessons to learn. The virtues that I have forgotten helps me to transform. I know my true self. My natural nature to love myself and others. To forgive myself and others. Realize, who am I? Connection with Supreme Soul. Empowers me. Elevates me. Gives me clarity. I am a soul, not this room, not this body, neither the suffering. I get transformed and self-enlightened. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Anyone has a question? Anyone? All good? Okay. Om Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti.
Have a peaceful evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Om Shanti.